Alright, we have a green-black Delirium deck. Duskmourn is out. I got some of the new cards. You'll notice there's like one-ofs and random stuff, but I'm just trying to figure out what's good, try a bunch of different things. So yeah, I'll go over the deck and I'll try to give notes of cards that I think are worth crafting and not. But yeah, it's just a Delirium deck. The main card I wanted to play with is the Swarmweaver. It's 4 mana 2/3, comes into play, you get 2/1/1s. And then if you had Delirium, all your insects and spiders get +1/+1 and Death Touch. So the tokens it makes obviously become 2/2 flying Death Touchers. So it's kind of like a Hornet Queen for 4 mana. Like if you're playing against Slickshot Show Off or people trying to beat you down, it's really strong. Also compared to something like Shieldred, if your opponent has Go for the Throat or Leyline Binding or just spot removal in general, you get extra value. And it does combine well with this card called Twitching Doll, which is a 2 mana creature. Notably, it's an artifact that matters for two things. First off, it doesn't die to Go for the Throat, which is a pretty popular card. And second off, it helps your Delirium. So if you need Delirium, you can just sacrifice it to its ability, make some 2/2s. That will turn on your Swarmweaver. Your Swarmweaver will buff those 2/2s because all the things it makes, and it is a spider. And yeah, other than that, to help with Delirium, we've got Cash Grab, which you wouldn't traditionally see in this deck. You've seen things like Pillage the Bog, maybe, but it's a similar, just a sort of impulse effect. But this is mostly here to make it so you can turn on your Delirium. We got Deadweight as an enchantment removal spell over more cut downs, and then some Overlords also as enchantments. Yeah, and then Liliana's a Planeswalker. Probably should be more Lilianas. Like you could cut some of the one-of stuff if you wanted to. Anoint with Affliction, which is nice versus the Oculus deck. It's good against other Mosswood Dreadknights. There's just a lot of application where the exile matters. And then just some straightforward things like Dreadknights and Go for the Throat. I have Fabled Passage to help with Delirium as well. It's just a fetch land, so an easy way to get lands in your graveyard. And then the other Delirium payoff is Omnivorous Flytrap, which is a 3 mana 2/4. When it enters or attacks, you get to distribute 2 counters. And then if you have 6 card types, so 2 more than regular Delirium, you get to double the counters on those creatures. So you'll see this come up. This card was pretty strong, honestly. I was kind of concerned maybe I wouldn't get Delirium as quickly as I needed to, but wasn't really a problem. I have a random Hauntwoods Shrieker and Unstoppable Slasher. I don't really know how good these cards are, to be honest. I would probably not worry about these. You could just play more like Glissas, Flytraps, whatever else. And maybe you just want 4 Twitching Dolls, but also it's a new card you have to craft. And then the green Overlord too, I wouldn't worry about. The black one I think is very good. I think you should probably try to play at least 2 of these. And it's possible that it's just better than more cash grabs, and I should go up on the land count. So that's something to keep in mind. Side deck, more cut downs, just some discard spells, Tear Asunder for things like Domain, Frillback, and Leyline of Void as Graveyard Hate. Also, obviously, this deals with things like Leyline Binding. Miasma, which I noted in the games, is a pretty cool counter with Twitching Doll, where you can curve Twitching Doll into Miasma with 4 mana, and then you get to save the doll, and then you also have a counter, because it checks all counters. It's not just the nest counters. So now you have a 3/3 that has 2 counters. So if you wanted to, you could immediately pop it off to get 2 spiders, but most of the time you're going to want to wait till later, but that's a nice little combo here. And then Leyline of the Voids for the Oculus deck that I've seen a bunch of people playing. It's really good in that matchup. And then some Aclazots for mid-range decks. So there will be a exportable link, or not a link, but there'll be an exportable list of this deck in the description if you want to do that. And I will see you in the games. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are enjoying this. I've been having a lot of fun with Duskmourn. It's a very cool set. So I will see you all later. Take care. Alright, I want to go first. Hand looks good. Alright, so kind of a mirror, but we're doing Delirium stuff. I think I just killed the bat. So now we have sorcery instant. Dead weight. Okay, let's get our land. So creature, land, instant, sorcery. So we have Delirium. So we don't have to worry about Glissa, which is good news. Ideally, I just draw a land. I get to play this. Fountain Port. 2 counters. I mean, this thing gets out of hand pretty quickly. I could play it safe and play the Glissa, but let's play the new card. So what? I just have 4, right? Creature, instant, sorcery, land. Yeah. So if you get to 6, this thing goes crazy. Alright. 2 fountain ports, jeez. Okay, opponent. So we have double removal spell. Probably have to take the deadweight. Can you just do that first, please? What are we wasting time for? I guess maybe they were trying to figure out if the Glissa was more important than this, but like, I don't know. This thing's really big. And you know how to go for the throat for your Glissa, so. If they have green mana, they can't use it yet. Ooh, another one. I guess I should have just done this here, right? I want to jump. So, yeah, I mean, we just do this. Can probably split the counters. I think this is more threatening than the Glissa anyway, so I'm just going to split the counters instead of putting them all on this. Yep. I will attack you for 1 million. Should have probably just cast this and put the counters on it. It is a trampler, but maybe not. Okay, sure. 11. Just gonna add to my board. Opponent's draw was very bad. Ours was very good. I didn't even draw extra lands. They could have like a super high impact card here. I don't really know what it would be, but maybe there's something. Why are you... okay. That's not the right order. You can't do anything about this. Okay. Alright, so mid-range mirror. I think I want Aclazotz. Does this do anything? Probably not. I think it's just good against Mosswood, so it's probably pretty bad. Could have Tear Asunder. I guess they have the Vraska combo. I don't know if that version even plays. What's it called? Aclazotz. Maybe I just want 1. I'm not sure what all I should take out. Duress seems fine, but not great. Anoint is nice versus Dreadknight. Probably want all my removal. Deadweight can kill Bat, and then it helps with Delirium. This thing's probably not very good at attacking. And I'm on the draw. Liliana's kind of mid. This thing's probably pretty decent. So I'll just go for the throat. What if I just put it in binding because it hits like 3 drops? Maybe I just want cut down. Nah, we'll try this. Like, Deep Cavern Bat's annoying, but I do have this Scarecrow. I don't know if that really matters, but I don't know. The Bat just is always so mediocre to me. In theory, it's good, and then you play the games, and people just top deck good cards, and then you have a 1-1. Alright, I'll keep this. This is really land heavy. We need help, but I do want to hit my land drops in the mirror. And we got new cards, so this is good at enabling Delirium. Just 2-in-1 artifact and creature. Sure. This card seems really good to me. This is why I built this deck. Just like the baseline rate of it without Delirium is pretty decent, and then it does scale upward. Which is a sweet card. It does buff this too. I didn't even think about that, right? Yeah, spiders and insects. Okay. So they have Tear Asunder, sure. Fine by me. Missing land drop. So like Glissa Shieldred could be scary here. So the main things I'm worried about. Liliana. Not a big deal. Like minorly annoying, but it's very bad against this card. So now I just have to worry about Shieldred. But we've got plenty of removal. I could have traded, actually. I didn't consider that because I have this new one. Not getting Delirium either way, but it probably was worth. New card. Alright, play this. Ooh, Ecclesance. Let's go. So land sorcery, land sorcery creature. So we missed on Delirium, but that big of a deal. So my current game plan is trade here. They have to deal with this, and then they have to deal with Ecclesance. So I think I'm fine. They did show Tear Asunder, but it's not that likely they have a bunch of these. Bronco. Okay, so this does give double block. I think it's worth. Just doesn't matter to me. I just assumed to discard a Death Touch based off of how many things have Death Touch, but it does not. Alright, here we go. I've got Death Touch blockers. I've got an Ecclesance. I've got an Overlord. We're pretty far ahead even though we're down in life. Our hand is also just kind of stacked. I will block with my bug. If you have removal spell here, that's fine. Okay, that's a way they could win, just comboing me. But I guess they have to do it in the reverse order, right? Always lucky. Okay. So this is still legendary, right? It still has the same name. Attack your face. Attack your Vraska. Ooh. Look at this thing. Okay. I'm not actually sure if I have to legend roll this. I do, right? It's fine. I think it's just permanent, right? Okay, play this, and then we will map onto it. Whatever. That's just a 1 mana card. I'm gonna keep it. I don't think we can lose this game. Maybe like another Vraska. Even then, they're just gonna die to my 5/5. Sure. Yep. So we're just gonna chump, take 3. If they attack with both, if they just attack with Sentinel, I guess I can take. I guess I kind of want to play the second Weaver though, right? So we'll jump. How much mana do I have? So this forces chump here unless they use the map. I guess they will. So we just Flytrap then. We have 6 types, so what does this do? It doubles the counters on our stuff? Alright, artifact, creature, land, instant, enchantment. Artifact, creature, land, instant, enchantment, sorcery. It's 6, right? Alright, well, let's just assume that I'm right. Then if there are 6 or more types... Nice. Alright. Get him with the B. Easy game. GG. That was sweet. Alright, I would like to go first. I'll keep. Somewhat awkward. I think I just have to play late Duresses. Hope they hit. It's probably too good for me to just get this going on curve. Yeah, so far all the new cards have looked pretty good. I think I might have too many tap lands in my deck, but... Okay, so opponent is doing beatdowns. It's fine with me. I have a Glissa. I'll play it. So if this dies and we use Duress, we'll have to... Okay. Alright. Maybe they were screwed out of a second color. Looks like they're just a beatdown deck. Is this good though? Probably. It's probably worth trying. Cut down. I don't think these dresses are actually gonna be good. I just want a bunch of removal. Could take out the green Overlord maybe. It's not really a grindy matchup. What the hell's my opponent playing? I don't know if they were... I kind of am guessing that they were 2-color and just got mana screwed because they conceded so quickly. It's kind of a nombo, right? I guess you can kick it. Yeah, that's fine. It's actually a combo. It's actually really good, right? Because this curves into 4 and then it gets the counter, which checks when you sacrifice it, and it saves itself. Never mind. Definitely not a nombo. That's cool. Alright, take notes. I'm just gonna dig out one of these. It is just like a big thing. That's probably worse than this. Could have Frillback over something just to gain life, and maybe they have some sort of anthem, but we'll see what they're doing. What? Okay. Alright, surely we will get to play a match of Magic. We'll keep this. Don't need two of these. This hand's pretty great. Just 2 1-mana cards and a Mosswood Dreadknight. Solid mulligan. Okay, well, that's scary, I guess. Well, we can't really beat this giant thing. I think I'm low resources. I'm not really counting on this carrying the game, so I'm just going to use it to get an extra card. Yeah, if they find Helping Hand, we just die. Scarecrow. Always Scarecrow. Oh, I just took a point of damage. Maybe not always Scarecrow. Probably should have been Elf or Zombie or Phyrexian. Alright, don't hit, please. Okay, bless. Alright. Well, are we getting Oculus next turn? Unsummoned? Yeah, okay. We are getting Oculus. Or they discarded it, so maybe they don't have another one, I guess. I think we'll double spell here. I'll get a Swamp. And cross our fingers that they don't have anything too scary. This deck gives a lot of air when things don't work out, so. Okay. It's not like Cut Down would have been good here anyway. I think Deadweight is like a straight up brick against their deck, though. All it does is shrink their thing and kill like the Manifest, but that's not very good. Oh shit. Alright. Well, I guess we're racing. I don't know if we're winning this race, but I'm doing it. Oh shit, they had another one? That's disgusting. Alright, well, thank God. It's a good deadweight. I'd like to flip a 4-drop, please. That's not a 4-drop. Well, I think we're dead. I should have got forced. They binned an Oculus? So they had to have found another one. Or would reanimate it. Same difference. I guess they get more cards in their graveyard, but. Okay. So I need to find a go for the throat. And then I think I'm still losing. We're just missing on everything. Jesus, alright. Well, we were not destined to win, but we do have a bunch of Leyline of the Voids. Okay. Okay, yeah. There are no spells in my deck. How would you assume that? Do we want to keep fighting this miserable fight? Nah, I don't think so. Alright. 3 ley lines. Okay, Arena, why are you so dog shit all the time? Alright, get rid of that. It's probably worth having. Do I want Glissa? It's not really. Cut down seems bad. Deadweight's bad enough. Go for the Throat seems good. Anoint's good. Liliana's kind of terrible if they Oculus me, but it's good against Haughty Gen. I think it's good against their deck in general. Take out this green Overlord again. Maybe I'd take out the fly traps. Let's put this in. Yeah, I'm just picking cards at random. If I have this on curve, it can do a lot of damage. Anything else bad? Let's just take out a Sentinel. It's not a new card. We want new cards. We want Leyline of the Voids and new cards. Oh man, this hand is kind of shit. But only kind of. So many tap lands. I'm gonna keep. We have an answer to the Oculus, but it's a little awkward. The thing about it is this should be good if it resolves. That's nice. I can't find. Now we just want to get this going. Kind of forget that these things just become creatures. like they're so strong. Like just the spell part of them is like, yeah, that's a fine deal. And then you realize that they just ends up being a 2-mana 5/5 that draws cards when it attacks. Okay, so just lands. Do we want to put a 2/4 into play? I think I can just chill. I don't want them to get the free 2/2. And I have Cash Grab to cast. Plus I just have this on impending, so I don't think I get punished that much either way. I get to play a tap land, which is nice. All my other lands will come into play untapped. And the Flytrap is just not threatening. It's just a 2/4 right now. Yep. Okay. So now things are a little awkward. Could I exile their graveyard? It's kind of shit, but it does use 4 of my mana. I have Delirium now, right? Sorcery, instant, creature land. Okay, we'll just do that then. This could potentially raise the Oculus, I guess. It does scale up very well. So we're at 4. So this gets us to 5. And then if the Overlord dies, that gets us to 6. Okay, no Oculus. I can cast it. So I guess if we frill backed, they would have 3 cards. Why would they not play this? Do I care about Liliana Plus at this point? I think it's just good. Can even throw it in the ultimate. I don't know what I'm discarding though. I'm not gonna be greedy. With this Overlord coming, and then I have the Flytrap, I'm just gonna take the utility card instead of the card advantage card. I've got Restless Cottages, I've got removal spells, I got a Liliana. Sure. Well, that's kind of annoying, but they just didn't do anything with their turn. Maybe they boarded out their Oculus. That would be weird, but the way the deck is currently built, so they do have a counter spell. Sure. They have 2. That would suck. Pay for this. They could have like a negate or whatever. Alright, so now we have our 5/5. Sure. I always see people play a lot of this card. It seems very bad. The fact you can't save your own creatures just makes it so much worse than a traditional unsummon. So we're still at 4. I'll cast this. Draw a counter. Wow, that's really lucky. I thought this game wasn't losable, but that was kind of what they needed to have happen. Now they're just gonna top deck an Oculus and beat me. Okay, that's not it. It might be it. They're just gonna hit a helping hand, I guess, or that's what they're hoping for. Yep. Okay, they missed. It's 4 and 3. Let's exile the graveyard. So, still at 5. I guess Soul Partition is a pretty good way to beat Leyline of the Void. It's a nice card. Like, this card makes way more sense than the Flood card because it actually protects your guys. Like, this is just to try to help you to not die. I think there's probably much better options. Wow, what a game. I mean, that was kind of impressive by them. Felt like I was just so far ahead, and then out of nowhere, I just immediately could lose the game. Maybe I could have played better. I didn't really think about the Cryptic Command. I don't know if that was a card anyone ever played before when they played these Mentor decks. Not that I don't even think people play Mentor anymore. All right, so a bunch of Soul Partitions, not very good. Do I want this? It's so slow. I think we run it back. We've got the thing, but like this hand's also just good. Like I said, they could just soul partition it. The dolls looked solid. I mean, like this type of creature is typically just a meme, but curving into Swarmweaver is really nice. And the miasma thing is not nothing. Alright, so this got value. Even if it does get soul partitioned, we ate 2 of their graveyard cards. And it was 0 mana for 2 mana. Okay, I'm going to be mana efficient instead of playing Glissa. What happened? Or did they just counter my card? Sorry. I was not paying attention. Alright, so that's 2. So is Arena gonna... This is going to make things awkward for me with this being a tap ability that I want to use on my opponent's end phase. I guess as long as I have a go for the throat, it'll give me priority, but... What? The fuck? Okay. So this is 2 cards. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. This doesn't seem very good. Why did this get countered then? Maybe they just drew this? Like, kind of does stuff, but it's also just a 2 mana 1/2. Is there another card in my deck I'm not thinking of this is good against? All my things are like ETB and attack triggers. It's good against this, I guess. Suppose I will be killing it. This can't find me a land. But this game is incredibly slow. That being said, this can just end the game. At 4 counters, I can probably clear the board. I can go for the throat, the Thrall, and then I will have Delirium. I think the game... I don't know. I think I'd rather just have this to be able to cast it for 5. Sure. Sure. So I can get this to 5 counters. I mean, they probably don't have a sweeper, right? I'm banking on them not having a sweeper. They might have a sweeper. It's sort of weird to have a sweeper versus like a green-black deck like mine. But even if they do, like I still have a bunch of stuff to do. Alright. Well, just sort of beat him up with Leyline. Yeah, GG. Deck sweet.